What's up guys, today we are checking out Forza Motorsport 7 on the Xbox One. It's our first time playing it on the standard Xbox One hardware. Normally all our videos have come from either Xbox One X or Windows 10 PC. So this time we are on the standard Xbox One, actually the Xbox One S, to play the Forza Motorsport 7 demo. Let's dive right into it. I would say this intro screen they have is actually really cool. I am quite a fan, and I quite like the music as well they got in here. It's pretty cool. It's different to the stuff that we're used to normally in Forza Motorsport. I would say some of these tracks actually look stunning as well. I am very excited for the full version of Forza 7 when it comes out on Friday for Ultimate Edition owners, and then Tuesday, October 3rd for everybody else. Alright, so here we are. We got our choice of 3 races: the Porsche 911 GT2 RS on Dubai, the Mercedes Tank Pool Racing Truck on Newgale, and the Nissan GTR Race Car on Nurburgring. So let's start in the covered car, the Porsche on Dubai. Let's dive right into it. It's pretty cool to be able to finally play these events at home. Normally I've been doing them at events like E3 and Gamescom. So one little difference with this demo is that there's a ton of new racing suits to choose from. These are all pretty cool. There's the greaser outfit. But I will say I do quite like this Team Forza Lime suit, so we're going to hop into this one and then we'll get started. Alrighty, we have arrived at Dubai, ready for the first race in the Forza Motorsport 7 demo. Let's dive straight into it. Alright, let's go. So we're starting off in 8th position in this Porsche, which can be fairly challenging to control, I would say. Dubai is a difficult enough track. It's quite rewarding, but it is challenging. And so is this Porsche to handle. It's not the easiest car to handle, but once you get in on it, you can do pretty well. Working our way up. We're in 4th position already. Let's keep going. Let's push for first. Ooh. We do have ABS off, so we got to remember that in our braking, not to completely lock up our brakes. We got some pretty cool rock music going on here. This is the Forza 7 soundtrack. I have indeed enabled it, so you can hear a bit of what the official soundtrack for Forza 7 sounds like. This obviously isn't the complete soundtrack. I think they've only chosen a few little pieces to pop into the demo, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. The full game will actually have Groove music support, so you'll actually be able to add your own songs that you've either purchased from Groove or that you upload to your OneDrive account, or any song you want if you have a Groove Music Pass. It's pretty awesome actually, so that's definitely something I think I'll be using in the full version of Forza 7, and you can have these songs play 24/7, or you can only have them play when you're in the menu or track side, which is also a nice little addition to Forza Motorsport 7. Okay, we have gone down to 5th place, so we need to start working our way back up, so we do. Also want to make sure we don't crash this thing. This thing can easily wallop into walls if you're not careful. Also worth mentioning is the new camera motion effects. So these are like, this is what's known as a simulation camera, and it's there to draw you even more into the experience. Like if we hop into cockpit view as well, you'll see it in action. And in some cars you'll even notice how little straps and the windscreen wipers will shake whilst you're racing, just to draw you in even further and create an even more simulated effect. Here's the wheelless cockpit view. This is available in the demo, so if you have a wheel, try it out, see what you think of the improvements for wheel users in Forza Motorsport 7. We're driving into the tunnel. It says maximum speed limit 100 kilometers, but I don't think anyone will be too fussed about that one. Let's try and work our way up into 4th. Get ready for the 2nd lap here in Dubai. And we're going to keep pushing up forward. I will say one thing about this Porsche I do like is how awesome it sounds. Now we're arriving onto lap 2. You can see the city in the background. It looks absolutely stunning, I must say. Oh, brake, 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 brake. We do have rewind if we do go wrong. Alright, let's keep going. Again, it's like on these turns here, just where you see that camera motion effect come into play. Got some trucks here. It feels like for this bit of the track, it feels like we're racing on a like a highway or a motorway. It's pretty cool, I must say. Now we're driving through Dubai. This is a beautiful track. Turn 10 have done a nice job with the latest fantasy track for Forza Motorsport 7, the latest showcase track as well for the game. Showcase track, showcase car here in the one event, and for everyone to be able to download this for free and try it out, it is pretty cool. Now, we have crashed our Porsche a few times. Not the worst damage in the world. I've had this car in worse condition at times. You've probably seen in my other videos as well, I've often crashed around Dubai. Okay, we got those three drivers, they're getting some distance from us. We want to catch up to them. I don't know if we will be able to, though. As I said, it is definitely taking a while for me to master Dubai and to figure out the best way of handling this car. This is a pretty tricky car to handle, so it is. It's not just me who's been saying that, but I've heard from a lot of my friends as well. They all think mastering this combo of the 911 GT2 RS on Dubai, it's definitely quite a challenge. I'm looking forward to trying out other cars on this track, though. Like, I wonder, for example, how the 2017 Ford GT feels, or the Lamborghini Centenario, for example, or some of the race cars as well in the game, the returning GT3 cars. I'm pretty excited to see what those are like on Dubai as well. Wow, we got a whole, like, just the whole the whole grid of racers practically behind us, and then we just got the three guys that are just like zooming way ahead. I don't know if we're gonna catch up to them because we're pretty much at the end of the track now. So unless one of them crashes or something, I think it might be a 4th place finish for us, which isn't the worst in the world. Like, it could be better, but hey-oh, we'll live with it. Okay, they're coming out of the tunnel. We've only pretty much just gone in. Keep going. We can, nah, we're not gonna get it. 4th place finish. It's not the worst in the world, I will say. For a lap of 24 cars, it's not bad at all. I think we did some alright catching up there in that event. Best lap was a 2:52. I've done better, but, you know, it is what it is. So one of the interesting things about the demo is that, well, it comes up with this little purchase prompt every time you complete a race. So you try and encourage you to buy the full game. We won't be doing that just yet because we're heading to Newgale in the Mercedes-Benz Tank Pool Racing Truck. This is a pretty cool truck. I quite like this race event. This race event's definitely like, it's like, in a way it's my favorite, but I still prefer the GTR race, which we'll be doing after this one. There's a lot to appreciate about this event. I like the truck, I like the improvements they've made. It's good all around. Oh, we got the pit crew outfit here. Or we got the Mugello suit. I quite like the Mugello suit. Let's hop into this one. So, we have arrived at Mugello, the second of the 3 race events featured in the Forza Motorsport 7 demo. By the way, I actually have played this demo quite a lot, actually. I'm really enjoying it. So I haven't played it at, like, these 3 races at events multiple times. I am really into this demo. It's fun. They've picked 3 fun and incredibly diverse race events. Like, I feel like there's nothing more different than the 3 events they've chosen. They're all quite unique. And we have shot up for, ooh, we were about to shoot for pole position. Come on, can we do it, can we do it, can we do it? This is literally the battle of the behemoths right now. Ooh. Let's keep pushing. I will say, for driving the trucks, I do feel the cockpit cam is the best. The wheelless view's pretty good too. Third person also isn't bad, but you do gotta beware that the truck can cover up a lot of the braking line, a lot of the tracks. If we rely on that a lot, we may run into some issues. This is also a nice view here, actually. This is a pretty good one. Gotta be careful of our brakes locking up. Sometimes there's a lot. I recently stopped using ABS in Forza Motorsport 6. and I'm still getting used to it, especially Forza Motorsport 7. I need to remember not to push down so hard on the brake. Oh, they're approaching us again. We need to try and retain our first place position. Okay, we're getting some distance now, so we are from them. I'll say the sky on this track looks beautiful. Did a nice job. It's good to see Newgale back in Forza Motorsport. It hasn't been in the franchise. It hasn't been in the franchise since 2011's Forza Motorsport 4. So it's definitely nice to see it back. Right, folks, we're approaching lap number 2. Here on Newgale Circuit on the Forza Motorsport 7 demo on Xbox One. Let's try and make this a clean lap. We got no overtaking to worry about. All we gotta do is retain our position. That's at the fastest clean time possible. I must say the detail on this truck is pretty nice, especially when you look up at it. Like, it's just the Forza Vista models are incredibly detailed. Like, in my opinion, they're the best in the business. I really like how much detail around these vehicles. And also, this makes me wonder as well if we'll see some like proper truck racing in Forza, because I feel like the truck just handles so much better in Forza Motorsport 7. I feel competitive in a way when I drive this. So I'm curious to see if we'll see any professional truck league racing series on Forza Motorsport 7, because these are a lot of fun to drive. Not just are they fun, but they actually feel really good to handle. They feel pretty competitive as well. So good. So it's good marks all across the board, to say the least. Right, approaching the end of our second lap here. We made a lot of distance from everyone else. They've all kind of stuck together. We pulled really far ahead there in that race event. So, pretty impressed with this result, so I am. And there we go. First, the best lap time was a 2:28. Could definitely do a lot better than that, but still first place. Good. I like Newgale. I love the scenery around it and the skies and the dynamic effects and how it all comes together. It comes together so well in this game. So good. So yeah, here's some little best racing game advertising. They flashed this after every race event in the demo. It kind of shows all the awards and tells you how it's like the largest and biggest Forza game ever made. Talks about the Forza Drivers' Cup and the dynamic weather effects and how they affect the new campaign mode. Talks about the new Forza gear and all the racing suits and the options you have to express yourself. And it also talks about the 700 cars that are in Forza Motorsport 7, which has the largest collection of Porsches, Ferraris and Lamborghinis in the series. So once again, we're going to get the purchase screen for Forza Motorsport 7 once it retrieves it from the servers. There we go. You got the Standard, Deluxe, and Ultimate Edition. However, once again, we won't be buying it. we're headed to Nurburgring to outlast the storm in the Nissan GTR race car. It looks very pretty. I am excited to drive more race cars in storms. That's something I cannot wait to do. So we have the Yuko Takagi legendary suit. Actually looks awesome. It's pretty cool to give you this in the demo to use, I must say, because that will be a legendary suit in the full game. So it'll be pretty difficult to get, I will say. We got the real McCoy outfit. It's pretty cool. We got the astronaut gear. Let's go astronaut. Why not? Here we are, Nürburgring, the GP circuit to outlast the storm. Pretty cloudy, pretty overcast right now, but things are going to begin bucketing it down during this race. Let's dive straight into it, waste no time. We are in our astronaut gear, which we could say makes our car now a spaceship, our favorite rocket ship. Zooming through the sky. Let's go. I'm gonna just shuffle between all these cars here. Sorry. Oh no. Oh, be very careful. We've already dirtied this lap. We haven't even taken the first corner yet. Okay, let's keep going. Lots of race cars in this event as well. It's definitely a race car event, which I'd imagine actually has been curated by Turnitin using Forza Motorsport 7's new homologation feature. So this will actually upgrade or downgrade cars so that they're all equally competitive within a class. So this means you're going to start seeing some events that are going to really focus on different types of car classes like GT3 racing and modern hot hatches and exotic GTs and hypercars, and the game's going to do this to like essentially stop having leaderboard cars in Forza Motorsport 7. Now, if you haven't seen it already, I did make a video talking about the homologation system in Forza Motorsport 7, so be sure to check that out. But it's definitely a nice system. The PI rating we all know and love is still there, but it's been changed, and now cars are homologated so they can't be OP essentially, and there isn't one or two leaderboard cars that are the only cars you can use in a hopper if you want to be competitive. Now, all cars within a class are designed to be equally competitive. So if you're doing GT3 racing, pick whatever GT3 car you want, and it'll be upgraded to homologation spec. It'll purchase the parts needed, and it'll make sure your car is equally competitive with all the others. It's a nice touch, to say the least. And it'll be good as well for all kinds of events at Forza Motorsport 7. As you can see, the lightning has struck. It is bucketing down rain in this event. We've got to keep pushing though, so we do. Okay, we got the Aston ahead of us. Look how grey it is. Wow, it is. Wow, there's more lightning. This is one thrilling race event, to say the least. I do love this so much. This is like my favorite race in Forza. I just love the thunder and the lightning and how engrossing it is. It's just fantastic in every way, shape and form. It's so good. We've got some puddles now forming on the track. About to overtake the Aston. Oh, there's more thunder and lightning. Oh, look at the bangs as well. It sends shivers down your spine. The first time you race this, it will give you goosebumps. It's great. I love it. We're fighting with this Aston for first place. We don't care about the storm. We just want first position. We've got water accumulating here now on the side of the track. Those puddles are growing. And yeah, in longer race events, those puddles will expand and get much bigger than they are now as well. We got the spray of water coming from the back of the Aston. It's also coming from the back of our car. We're finally going to overtake the Aston after some shuffling, some hitting each other there. This sounds so much fun to drive, especially on this event. I love it. Nürburgring GP, wet weather conditions. It's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be one of my favorite combinations. So the rain is now starting to dry off. The storm is ended. A pretty short storm. Just lasts for around a lap. The track is still soaked though. So there's a lot of spray coming from our car. The puddles are still there. Yeah, there was one we just drove over. But you're gonna actually notice the clouds the clouds are going to fade away. The sky's going to get a lot brighter. Especially as we approach the end of the race, you're going to notice this more and more. You see, even the color tone of everything is beginning to change. See the sun there. The sun is rising. Evening is approaching on the ring. Look how brighter it just got there all of a sudden. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. So, as we push ahead into our final stretch, just look at that sky and admire it. Oh boy, that is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. 2:17 our best lap there, but just look at that. Oh, look at the way the sky brights up. Like, if this race was only longer, we got to see the sun, the evening sun, just, you know, shine onto the track. Would have looked incredible. Even now, look at the way the track looks. Look at how the dynamic conditions have completely changed. So if we had a third lap, you can just see how sunny it would have been. That evening sunset just looks beautiful. And you can see how the other side of the track almost looks completely different to the side the sun is shining from. It's really cool. It's very pretty indeed. Quite nice that they allow us to watch these like after race cameras, so we can see how the track looks after the event and how it changes throughout it. Pretty cool. So of course we'll have our outro cinematic once again, the best racing game awards from E3 and Gamescom. And then we'll have the little guide that talks about Forza 7 and all its features, so cool stuff all around. So there you have it guys, the Forza Motorsport 7 demo. We raced the Porsche 911 GT2 RS on Dubai, the Mercedes-Benz tank pool racing truck on Newgale, and of course the Nissan GTR race car on Nurburgring in a massive storm. I hope you enjoyed this Forza Motorsport 7 demo. Leave a like and a comment if you did, and be sure to subscribe for even more Forza Motorsport 7 content in the future. That's it from me for today, but I hope you all have a great and wonderful evening. Bye!